Hello, world. I'm going to answer a question that I've been getting a lot. This is Nick again. And this question is about your repayment and your amortization schedule for your mortgage. So today I'm just going to talk about a 30-year fixed rate mortgage and what you're going to pay back to the bank over the course of that 30 years. It's a relatively simple idea, but a lot of people don't know where their money's going, why it's going there, and how much you're actually paying back. Today's example, I'm using this basic calculator, and I'm going to show you right now where we stand. So we're going to do a $350,000 loan amount, a 30-year fixed rate mortgage at 5.25%, which is pretty much the rate today, right around there. Your total monthly payment for all 30 years, your minimum payment every month is $1932.71. If you pay this back over 30 years or 360 months, at the end of the process, you will have the house with no mortgage on it. It'll be your home, and you would have repaid the bank in full. That number is made of two different numbers: your actual interest payment you're paying back to the bank, and your principal payment. Principal is what's going towards the actual balance that you owe, and interest obviously is going to the interest for borrowing the money. A lot of people get confused why there's so much interest being paid in the beginning. So as you can see here, if you split out the payments, month one, you're paying mostly interest, and every month is going to keep going that way. It's going to go down and down and down till you reach about the midway point of the mortgage of the 30 years. And then at that point, it's going to switch. You're going to be paying more principal than you are interest. The reason for this is during the whole process, you're paying interest on the total principal balance. So you're paying $1,531, that's 5.25% on the total balance of $349.50, $599. As each payment gets made, each minimum payment gets made, that balance is going to drop down. So that's what's happening. As you keep going out through the process, more money gets collected, and the principal balance drops and drops and drops. And so the interest that you owe on that principal balance drops until all the way at the bottom, you get to 360 or 30 years of the mortgage, and you're at $8 in interest and $19.24 of actual principal balance left. This annual schedule is going to show you how much interest you actually pay. So if you're borrowing this same exact scenario, go to the bottom. This is the exact amount you've paid. You paid $695,777 back to the bank in 30 years. That's $345,777 in interest payments. $350 was the original amount that you borrowed. So you're paying almost 100% of the amount that you borrowed at 5.25% to buy a house. Some of these numbers can be avoided. So if you have your house for 30 years and it's 30-year fixed mortgage and there's no prepayment penalty, you can put more money towards that principal. What's that is going to do is going to lower this total balance, which is going to lower the interest. It's going to shorten the amount of time. And over the course of the life of the loan, these numbers are going to shrink. But these, again, are just your minimum payments every month. If you just make your minimum payments for 30 years, this is how much back you're paying to the bank. I hope this makes sense, and I hope that it sheds some light on where your money's going every month for your principal and interest balance.